Some local vaccination clinics closed their doors this week. You might say they're victims of their own success.
Good sign. The massive effort to get people vaccinated starting to go into a tapering phase. OPH closed the clinics at the Horticulture Building and Nepean Sportsplex Curling Club on Tuesday, thanking everyone at those clinics for their hard work, people like our next guest. In today's Frontline Diaries segment, we connect with volunteer Lorne MacLeod. And Lorne, thank you for being here. You have been very busy through the pandemic, helping out at vaccine clinics. Tell me about that experience.
It's been absolutely a fantastic experience. I've been doing this for about 6 or 7 months now, most recently at the Nepean Sportsplex and the Lansdowne Clinic.
It must have been a very positive environment in those vaccination clinics, in that it was the beginning of the end for a lot of people. They were coming in very positive and excited to be getting their shot, and you were an integral part of that.
It was a great experience in that sense. Everybody coming in was extremely happy. The mood was fantastic. We have an amazing team of volunteers who just kept things going, kept that mood up, offered lots of smiles, lots of encouragement. It was really a very nice place to be in a difficult time for everybody.
And I mean, at the same time, it's work and you're on your feet. And did you always feel like it was where you were meant to be, that you were doing your part?
Absolutely. It felt that's where I needed to be. That's where I wanted to be. It's the same as all the colleagues that I worked with. We were quite committed to being there. It was actually a lot of fun for us. We met lots of new people. Heard lots of stories while people were waiting for their vaccines.
I'll put you on the spot here, but was there any one person's story that really touched you or that you really connected with?
Actually, several in terms of people being unable to visit with family, particularly because I'm a grandfather. When I spoke to grandparents who were really missing their grandchildren, it touched me a lot, because I was fortunate in that I was able to at least see my grandson, quite regularly. So I wasn't missing him like they were. So when I heard stories about people not seeing their families and their children for months and months on end, I found that particularly touching.
Yes, so difficult for them. So if the volunteering experience was really the silver lining for you, what would you say was the toughest part of COVID and the pandemic in your life? Because we were all disrupted in some way.
I think, initially it was fear, and it was, an overabundance of caution, I suppose, in terms of being able to see my family and things like that, not being able to go out, not seeing friends, that kind of thing. That was particularly difficult in the beginning. It eased up a little as volunteering ramped up.
With those shots, though, certainly comes peace of mind. Did you celebrate a little bit when you got the second shot yourself?
It was an emotional high. I think what ended up happening is that we were able, because my family are all double vaccinated, we were able to actually sit down to dinner without masks on. And that was a fantastic feeling, to finally be able to look them in the face again and enjoy a meal. So that was great.
Absolutely. The simple things that have become the biggest things. Appreciate what you do very much. Thank you so much for sharing your story today.
Pleasure. Thank you.
So Lorne is 71, retired social worker. So I asked him, what now? You got a bit of free time now that the vaccination clinic is closing down. He said he cannot wait to get back to volunteering at the General as soon as they're able to bring volunteers back in. He's just waiting for that phone call. Loves to be out there interacting with
Very dedicated. One of the best parts of that whole experience is seeing people like that, so dedicated. Wonderful part of the experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.